His adaptability is staggering. New bike, new team, no problem. This isn't just about performance. It's about psychology, about momentum, about legacy. It's Bagnaia MotoGP 2025 title campaign make-or-break moment. Forget testing, forget theory, forget potential. When the lights go out at Spielberg, it's go time. He's a two-time MotoGP world champion who brought Ducati back to the promised land after Casey Stoner. He's got the pace, the feel, the technical intelligence. It's a feeling issue. Pirro repeated. Not speed, not skill, just the right connection between man and machine. And in MotoGP, that connection is everything. Lose it and you lose time. Lose time and you lose races. Lose races? Well, just look at the standings. If Pecco wants to prove he's still Ducati's present, not just its past, he has to do it now! Not next round, not later in the season, now!
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in to MotoGP 2025, buckle up, because this season has flipped the script on everything we thought we knew about Ducati racing. While Marquez is riding in historic wave of domination in his debut season with the Italian powerhouse, his teammate, Francesco Pecco Bagnaia, is fading fast. And make no mistake, this isn't just a slump. This is a full-blown crisis for the former world champion. 1 win, 12 races. What's happening to Bagnaia? After 12 rounds of the MotoGP 2025 World Championship, Bagnaia managed just 1 victory in a primary race, which came back in Austin at the Grand Prix of the Americas months ago. Since then, a string of second-tier finishes, missed podiums, and frustrating Saturdays. The man who once led Ducati's return to MotoGP greatness now finds himself third in the standings, with 213 points, a staggering 168 points behind teammate Marquez, who has completely hijacked the spotlight. Ducatis Dilemma. We don't have a magic wand. It's not that Ducati isn't trying, it's far from it. According to test rider Michele Pirro, the team is working overtime to bring Bagnaia back to form, but even he admits there are limits. We're exploring every possible option, testing different components and configurations. But let's be clear, we don't have a magic wand. No miracle part fixes everything overnight. Pirro explains that the challenge lies not just in the bike, but also in the timing and testing limitations. There's no off-season laboratory to play with solutions. Every test happens in real race conditions, under real pressure, and that's where Bagnaia's struggles become glaring. The Desmosedici GP25, beast or burden? While Marquez has tamed the GP25 like a man possessed, Bagnaia appears to be wrestling with a machine he no longer understands. He's only landed 1 pole position, at Brno of all places, and even there he couldn't convert it into a win. The irony? This is the very same machine that helped Bagnaia enter into MotoGP royalty. Just 2 seasons ago, he was the face of Ducati. Now he's being outshone by the team's newest star. A star who, by the way, is rewriting Ducati history every time he throws a leg over the bike. The Marquez factor, a blessing or a curse? Here's the uncomfortable truth Ducati won't say aloud. Marquez's presence is both a gift and a nightmare. The 8-time world champion has delivered results beyond expectations. 8 Grand Prix wins, 11 sprint race victories, and absolute dominance from Qatar to Silverstone. His adaptability is staggering. New bike, new team, no problem. And that's where the real pressure sets in. When you have a teammate like
Unlike Marc, who makes it look easy, it's tough to identify where the problem lies. It messes with the internal balance of the team, and it clearly affects Pecco. This isn't just about performance. It's about psychology, about momentum, about legacy. The mental game. Pecco is losing the war within. It's not that Bagnaia doesn't have the talent. Ask anyone in the paddock. They'll tell you Pecco is one of the grid's most intelligent and precise riders. But 2025 has exposed a critical flaw. He takes too long to find a rhythm, and in a Marquez-driven era, that delay is lethal. Some riders need a few races to find that sweet spot, but MotoGP 2025 doesn't wait around, not with the level of competition we're seeing now. And right now, Bagnaia is watching the title race vanish in his rearview mirror. All eyes on Austria Redemption at Red Bull Ring. With the next stop set for the Red Bull Ring in Austria, August 15 through 17, Bagnaia's got a golden opportunity, or a final warning shot. The high-speed Austrian circuit is unforgiving, but is also one of Bagnaia's favorite tracks. Ducati has historically performed well here. If there's ever a time for Pecco to hit reset, MotoGP Austria 2025 is it. But make no mistake, this won't be easy. Marquez is on a mission. The paddock knows it. The fans feel it. And unless Bagnaia delivers something big in Spielberg, he could be relegated to support status inside his own garage. The bigger picture, a Ducati civil war. The storyline heading into the second half of MotoGP 2025 is electric. The reigning champ is slipping, the challenger is soaring, and the team dynamic at Ducati Lenovo has reached a boiling point. Is Ducati heading towards an internal rivalry it can't control? Can Bagnaia reclaim his mojo and remind the world why he once ruled the grid? Or has Marquez truly taken the keys to Borgolo Panigali's kingdom? Final word from the paddock. Bagnaia isn't out of the fight yet, but time is ticking. The mountain ahead is steep. The shadow of Marquez looms large. And in MotoGP, where milliseconds define legends, Pecco's next move could rewrite or erase his legacy. Let's see what he's made of. Pressure mounts. Red Bull Ring could break or build Bagnaia. Let's call it what it is. Austria isn't just another race. It's Bagnaia MotoGP 2025 title campaign make-or-break moment. Forget testing. Forget theory. Forget potential. When the lights go out at Spielberg, it's go time. For Ducati, this is crunch season. The Italian brand sits at the summit of constructors' points, mainly due to Marquez's superhuman output. But internally, the tension is undeniable. Team principal Davide Tardazzi won't say it publicly, but inside the garage, it's clear. Bagnaia's role is shifting. The former number one is now being shadowed, lap after lap, by Ducati's newest alpha. Ducati's Dilemma. Two lions in one den. You can't run from it. Ducati has an identity crisis, which is written on the results sheets every Sunday. The team welcomed a superstar when Marquez signed the dotted line, but they got a force of nature, a racer who doesn't care about politics, pecking orders, or past glories. He came to win, and that's exactly what he's doing. And so far, Pecco Bagnaia has no answer. He breaks your will without ever touching you, said one paddock insider. He just goes out and rips the track apart. That kind of pressure, it crushes guys. Now Ducati must face the inevitable. Can they manage two title-level riders without tearing the garage apart? Pecco's fire still burns, but it's fading fast. Look, let's not pretend Bagnaia has finished. He's a two-time MotoGP world champion who brought Ducati back to the promised land after Casey Stoner. He's got the pace, the feel, the technical intelligence, and when he's locked in, few riders can touch him. But this season, we've seen a different Pecco. He's hesitant, frustrated, and worst of all, reactive instead of proactive. He's chasing, not dictating. It's a feeling issue, Pirro repeated. Not speed, not skill, just the right connection between man and machine. And in MotoGP, that connection is everything. Lose it, and you lose time. Lose time and you lose races. Lose races? Well, just look at the standings. MotoGP Austria 2025. What to watch? Track, Red Bull Ring. Fast, flowing, and brutally technical. Dates, August 15 through 17. Weather forecast, mostly dry, but cool. Favors aggressive tire wear strategies. Top storylines. Can Bagnaia claw back momentum? Will Ducati continue to build around Marquez? How will KTM and Aprilia respond at their home GP? The Austrian GP isn't just another round. It's a battleground for control of Ducati's future. Possibly the moment when Bagnaia reminds the world who he is or fades into the background of Marquez's takeover. Fan pulse. The shift has already happened. Scroll through any MotoGP 2025 Reddit thread, YouTube comment section, or Twitter feed, and you'll see it. The fans have spoken. The majority now associate Ducati with Marquez, not Pecco. And that's a dangerous shift. When the public sees one rider as the guy, even when he's the newcomer, team dynamics, sponsorships, media narratives, and paddock power all start to tilt fast. It's a Marquez world right now, said one commentator on the MotoGP live show, and Pecco's got to punch his way back into relevance, period. Final thoughts, all or nothing in Austria. So here's the bottom line. If Pecco wants to prove he's still Ducati's present, not just its past, he has to do it now. Not next round, not later in the season, now. Austria is the battleground. Marquez is the standard. Pecco is the question. And in MotoGP, no one waits for answers. The checkered flag doesn't care about your resume. Stay tuned. MotoGP Austria 2025, August 15 through 17. Streaming on MotoGP.com, NBC Sports, YouTube highlights, and major platforms worldwide. MotoGP Austria 2025 full race. Bagnaia versus Marquez Ducati drama. MotoGP 2025 title fight update. Desmosedici GP25 problems. Who